What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the RFG podcast. I am one of your co-hosts. My name is Braulio, and I'm joined with my other co-host, Sean.
It's your boy, Sean with a Z.
And today we have a very special guest. Finally, he has given up his Friday night activities. Oh, it's technically not.
Yeah, it's not even Friday. What are you talking about? He hadn't given up anything.
He's given up his dates.
That's not true either.
To be
I'm
here
sacrificing
today.
myself.
He's sacrificing the dates to be here today for this episode.
And you'll never believe it, but we're going to put him in a jar today.
Yes, we are.
Ooh.
And so we just want to say thank you, Jeff, finally for showing up.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been ditching you guys countless times over text. Like, yeah.
This guy.
Bouncing left and right.
You're definitely bouncing. But yes, I also do want to say thank you. This is basically the full podcast crew. Ivan, if you want to get in frame here. All right, this is the full crew here. And I do want to say thank you to each and every single one of you guys. You guys have been helpful in every single way for this podcast to thrive. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you guys for being here. Jeff, you do amazing stuff in your design work.
It's my pleasure.
In case you guys are wondering, Jeff is the one who created.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he creates the thumbnails. He creates like everything like that. And Ivan, he does the crazy edits, and he's amazing. And he's also working the sound and everything. And then Sean, he just shows up.
I just hang
drinks
out.
the booze.
I drink the booze and I gamble Brolio's money.
Pretty
Ooh,
much.
yeah.
Pretty much. But all right, thank you guys, and Ivan, we'll see you next week. Get home safe, buddy. He's on his way home because he needs to do something else, but we appreciate him.
Got 10 to the
though, right, Ivan? We're gonna go straight into the episode. This thing keeps turning off, but we're going straight into the episode. And today, since these
phone
two
down, look at the camera, bro.
this guy, I almost smacked this guy.
I thought you should have printed something out.
But
that way
I
it
probably
look a
should
little
have.
more professional.
These ungrateful. Okay, in today's episode, it's gonna be a special one since we got Jeff here. We also have Sean. Both of these guys are starting to go on dates, starting to get into that realm of trying to be a boyfriend.
I'm not doing dates anymore.
Yeah, he's
Just
past
to
that
clarify.
stage. He's past that
Okay.
stage.
Yeah, he's
we're
past
not.
the stage. Well, he's past that stage already. That's how far he's already. This episode is going to be making sure that you guys are ready to be in a relationship, testing out, making sure you guys are a good boyfriend. Okay? So I got a couple questions here for you guys, and then we got a completely different segment that we're going to be doing today. So let's start with what do you guys think?
Feels so empty to my right now.
I know it does feel like who am I looking at now kind of thing. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Ivan.
What?
Sorry, bro.
No, okay. So before you guys go on the first date, what are what is one question that you would want to ask your girlfriend? You need to know before you go on that first date.
What kind of flowers do you like?
Okay.
How frugal are you with your money?
Well, damn, two completely different answers. That is crazy. Okay, so I looked up the top 3 answers.
Okay,
You guys did not get any of the top 3.
Wait, what?
Here, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my god. Okay, let's go over the first one, okay? And we'll talk about it a little bit. So the first one says, "What are you looking for right now?" That's one of the first question.
Too serious.
Well,
I mean,
do you guys agree with that one or no?
That's fair. It's fair.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
fair.
okay. I like the flowers one.
I don't
though.
think that's a first date, though. I think that.
I don't know. I feel like-
no. This is a question you ask before you go on the first date.
I don't
So
know.
this is in
still.
the talking stage.
I don't know, because to be honest, I feel like it's one of those. I feel like for first dates, I like to keep it lighthearted. I don't like to get too serious about it, and it's one of those things that you learn. It's one of those things that you learn between dates.
Okay.
That's why I always thought it's like I keep it lighthearted for the first one because it's just like it's kind of like a hangout, but with like a little more intention in there. So that's why I always thought. That's how you keep it lighthearted, and then you learn more about these things in between dates.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
I have a little bit of a multi-dimensional take on this because it just depends on how you actually find the girl. Because you find her on dating apps, you know what her intentions are. It states if she's looking for long term or short term. But if you go through Instagram or something, or like an old friend,
Or a brother or sibling.
Or
yeah, this mother. I'm gonna punch him. No, I'm not. Anyways, but I think as a
I got it.
a standard, that would be like a second date thing. I don't think you would say that even before the first date. You're just trying to establish some type of commonality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next question was, what are you genuinely passionate about outside of work? So it's basically hobbies related. What do you guys feel about that one?
That's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that that's fair, but I usually ask that, it's like before we decide we're going on a date, I usually kind of ask that kind of thing. Like,
ooh, this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is the things you have to ask before the first date.
Yeah.
Did you ask that before?
Yeah. I know that she loves drawing and stuff.
Okay. This guy probably just smashed first.
What?
She likes smashing him. That's all he knows.
What? No. I don't smash any girls.
What about guys?
Yes.
I like how I looked at and I'm like, are you gonna say it or no?
Yeah, you can't use my name.
Yo, this is the most.
I told you this is gonna go horrible. All right, question 3. Oh, wait, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it is like an essential question to ask before your first date, just because it's part of that. It's part of the realm of getting to know them.
Yeah, you'd hate for her to tell you that. Oh man, I got a hobby, like I collect dead animals, and then it's gonna be real awkward
unless
she's cool
you're
about
into
it.
that.
Unless you're into
that.
Because
Too?
it pays off. It pays off.
Yeah.
Wait, how does it pay off?
Because it's like a niche thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. All right. The last question. What do you guys think the last one is? What do you think?
Are you actually single?
That's crazy.
All right, we'll go with that one.
Kissing on the first date.
What? Is that something you ask before you go on the first date?
Wait, no, I thought that was a question.
What? No. We're trying to guess what the third question, what the third most common question.
Yeah.
I just ratted myself out.
Damn.
Wait, hold on. Is that what you ask?
What?
Do you ask that before you go on the first date?
Oh wait.
I was saying, like, man, we're like,
wait, are we still on pre first date or?
Yeah, leading up to first date, I think.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes a lot more sense. What do I think the third question is?
Yeah.
Do you have any siblings? I don't know.
Something about family, something.
Yeah.
You trying to get at their family now?
Well, the thing is, if it doesn't work out with the daughter, you go for the mom because you want to level up.
Yeah.
We're just starting the third question, man. We're not. It's gonna go on for like 3 hours if you don't.
The third question was, what do you enjoy doing during your free time? Which is kind of similar to
isn't
hobbies
it like roughly the same thing as
I don't know,
question
man.
2? I told you these Redditors don't know what they're talking about.
Don't know what they're doing, honestly.
These Redditors don't know what they're talking about.
But
if they were in relationships, they wouldn't be on Reddit.
Similar, but I mean,
I want Reddit coming for me. I love Reddit.
Yeah, I love Reddit too.
Yeah, Reddit's really helpful.
Yeah,
that question. They got a lot of coupon deals and stuff like that for if you want to get clothes or electronics.
Those never work, bro.
Yeah, they don't.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Yeah,
sometimes they do.
But anyways, we're getting too far into it. It's relationships.
Love you, Reddit.
Right?
Love you, Reddit.
All right, this is things before you get into a relationship.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I know their value.
3 questions again. Okay. What is your first question?
Man, why are there so many questions, man?
I mean, man, I'm just curious. But anyways,
so many questions.
What do you think you should be asking yourself?
Dude, I think well, I don't know if this counts, but it's kind of like the last one I said from the first set of questions, where it's like, are you actually looking like what are you like? Are you actually looking for like a long-term or short-term relationship type? Is
that what you're asking yourself?
No.
This is the thing.
I'm asking myself.
Ask yourself,
man.
What do you ask yourself to see that you're ready to be in a relationship?
It's like, man, I can't put up with this girl for more than like.
Oh no! Don't go there.
This is already going off the rails.
Oh man, we're gonna have to scrap this.
Put it in the archive.
We already have
a scrapped episode. I gotta say, yo, bro, you're not doing a really good job of like driving this time. You're not doing that great a job of driving. We're like all over the place right now.
No, what do you mean? We're still on topic.
No, we've been off the rails for
No, we're good. We're chilling. I mean, this is all part of my script.
What do I ask myself? I don't ask myself anything. I'm like, dang, she fell for that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, basically what
Oh no!
Basically, what Hat Boy said.
There we go. That works. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, like.
All right.
So yeah, I can't believe that worked.
I wasn't even done answering it yet, dude.
He's the one who called.
You're like.
Yeah, bro, you're just wrecking for us right now.
Bruh.
We're barely gonna be able to hear anything because there's gonna be so much bleeping, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I got it.
We can keep like we've thrown out all
can you
the
guys not?
blanks,
Because now-
and the blanks.
The editing on this clip is gonna take me like ages now.
Yeah, the editing on this video is gonna take you longer than all the other ones combined.
Maybe you just archive this and just pull clips from it.
I do think that we could just start pulling clips from random things. Like
Yeah,
if we
we
just
could, we
record
could.
stuff and just post clips every now
We
and
should
then.
just post random clips instead of posting the videos.
Well, that's what
That's
I
how
thought
you
because I feel
destroy
like
your reputation, dude.
Oh my god, stop cussing.
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
That's how you destroy your
That's
reputation.
because it's only the crazy. It's only the crazy stuff.
Cussing and just like, straight into it.
It's only the crazy
anyways,
stuff.
going
It's
back.
only the crazy stuff.
Anyways, going back. All right, so yes, things before starting a relationship. All right, I got this again from Reddit. The top 3 questions. Top question says, "What are the boundaries and the deal breakers for myself?" That's something to reflect on.
Well, and again, it just feels weird when you put it in the context of, oh, I should. These are questions I ask myself because it's not something I really.
So you don't reflect yourself before going in.
I can
saying,
confidently
I'm ready for
say,
a relationship. You just say you're ready.
I never ask myself a question. It's just a feel thing because
This is why you're red flag.
it happens. But I'm just saying it doesn't feel. I've never sat there and be like I'm gonna ask myself a question.
Well, no, yeah.
You know, it's just like
But
I
it's
just
more
know
like
these
the
things.
thoughts.
It's like
it's more
it
the
just
thought.
doesn't come up. It just I don't
But no,
come
it's
up with
fair.
these thoughts. I don't think of like if she wants to move in by before we like before we're officially dating, then I think that I don't know if that's a good idea, type of thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
It's just one of those things where it's like I don't ask myself these things. If you ask me these things, I'll have a response, but it's just I don't come up with these questions for myself.
Okay. I'm just saying, man. This is what. Just going off of Reddit, man.
All right, we'll keep going. All right, ask Jeff.
Oh,
What,
yeah.
right, what was
What do you
the
think of that one? This is what are my boundaries and deal breakers? That's something that you would want to ask yourself before you start thinking about going into a relationship.
Yeah.
Healthy mindset over here.
I definitely think that should be especially if you already, recently got out of a relationship. You gotta reevaluate yourself. I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta really dig deep.
Anyways, second question. It says relating to the mind.
I'm gonna be single next episode.
Imagine you're the one in a relationship and you see.
Your crazy twist.
Anyways,
Crazy twist.
The second question is: am I in the right mindset to even start connecting with people?
I never think that either.
Damn, bro.
I'm always ready to connect. I'm ready to. I'm always ready to connect. I'm always ready.
Okay.
You see, I think Mr. Mr. Right. I don't want to call you Hat Boy because that's kind of like
Sean.
Oh yeah.
It's your boy Sean
Yeah.
with a
I
Z.
forgot.
It's a boy Sean with a Z. We just met earlier today, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
His name is Sean.
Listen,
Yeah, we
I'm
just
not
met
really
earlier
good
today.
at introductions, obviously. But actually, that's a good leader in saying this question.
This episode's gonna be like 2 hours long, man.
All right, the next question. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just keep going. Just keep going. Just
Hey,
rock
that
it through
question.
these. Rock it
What
through
qualities am I looking for, and what can I bring?
these. I never
to
worry
that
about what I bring.
He brings a 2-inch. What is that?
I whip out the 2-inch terror.
That's the only thing he bringing.
The 2-inch terrifier.
I don't know. It's like I never think about that either.
Okay.
I'm not big into thinking, man. I'm a vibes guy,
All right, is that a red flag, guys? You
I'm
guys
a
tell
vibes
me.
guy.
Is that a red flag?
I'm just a vibes guy, It's just
I don't know. It's on the iffy. But all right, it's okay. Do you ever think that?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Man, he just spawned in, I guess. What qualities am I looking for, and what can I bring to this relationship or to a future relationship?
Yeah, I think
you know what I bring to a relationship? I listen to her when she complains about everything and nothing at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think
That's real though. That's real.
Being there for your partner.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's
I think
real.
that's the biggest thing you can bring.
That's real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Always listen to what they got to say.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, and then don't you? Isn't that one of the things you like? That's like critical in any relationship is like you guys just talking about nothing for hours.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how it goes.
All right. All right. We're done with these now. Now we're gonna get into this next segment. All right. So
This is already gonna go horribly
no.
off the rails.
All right. So I asked 15 girls.
You know
14
15
different-
girls?
Yeah.
Okay, I asked 15 friends who were all.
Okay, that doesn't. That's not the part I'm hung up on. It's like you know 15 girls. I've asked 15 friends who are girls. That's the same thing. Just keep going. Keep going. Ignore me.
Anyways, I asked 15 people,
Girls.
14 questions.
Man, they gave you the
They're
time
pretty,
of day, huh?
These are pretty for once in my life.
Yeah, right.
I got, and I appreciate every single one of you who answered.
Yeah, shout out, name drop all of them right now.
No,
and their
I'm not
addresses.
doing that.
Social security number.
Bro, you have them written down, dude.
I have them all written down here. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not their
so-
names. What the hell?
I see the names right there, bro.
What the? No, bro. And you relax.
All right.
But anyways,
Just go.
Yes. So 15 girls. I asked 14 different questions. They're pretty generic questions that where you guys should be getting these questions right. If you guys are a good boyfriend.
Uh-oh.
So, first question, Ix. What is better for checking in? Texting or calling? Jeff, what is your answer?
I prefer texting because I save the voice on voice for in person. I can't, detect their emotion through voice. It's
Yeah,
really hard.
texting throws off the tone, man. But here's the thing. For checking in purposes, I do mostly text.
Okay.
Just because I feel like it's one of those things that's kind of just harmless enough where it's like, oh, it's just checking in. And then if there's something, I know that, again, I say the tone throws off everything because you don't know the tone based on text.
Right.
But if something doesn't feel right based on the way they're responding, I'll call them.
Okay.
Like if they start doing periods in text.
If they start throwing periods
Yeah.
or they just say K or they just say fine,
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad news.
All right. Well, 73%
Could be a call.
of the
Just
girls
watch. This could be a call.
said text.
Oh, okay, cool.
You guys
All right,
are
we're
good.
good.
You guys got that one right.
I think consistency on the text part is most important on that.
Yes. So that was one of the
I
parts.
just think it's not. That's not something that you need to call for.
100%.
It's like, unless again, I think it's okay. Something about the way she's texting is kind of off.
Okay. Yeah. And 27% said call, but yeah, texting, the comments were saying, okay, yes, text first and then schedule a call for later.
Schedule a call.
That's
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I
like
can
that.
respect that. I can respect that.
yeah, these are some good. And then call, then someone said more heart preferred in person, which is fair.
I prefer in person too.
I mean, I prefer like talking in person. I don't know if I'm gonna like go all the way over there to check in.
Oh, my man. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
crap. My man.
He goes over there and
Like-
apologizes with his 2-inch.
No, I
that's
just show
crazy.
up. But I don't just show up out of nowhere though.
That's fair.
That's not usually not my thing.
Okay, that's fair. All right, this next question. It should be a fairly simple one. Who
Why do you
plan-
look at me when you say that?
I can't. What do you want me to look at both the people? I'm not-
Yeah, you got 2 eyes. You got 2 eyes.
All right, this next question. Who plans the date? You or both? Sean.
Just like all dates in general, or just most of the time, or
It just says all general.
in general? Because like I know that like a lot of girls like it when the
Hey,
guy
I don't want to hear
plans
your
it.
excuses, my boy. Just give me an answer.
I'm thinking out loud. Jesus Christ. Leave that. Look, I can't have religious references in this ungodly podcast. But I know that like, a girl like and like girls, a lot of girls like it when the guy is planning it. But I feel like it should be more of a collaborative effort just to know that. I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna lock
Okay,
that. I'm gonna say both.
He says both.
I think guys should start first, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, should be like a first date, or are we talking like
No,
in general? Because like I like the idea of like
It just says general. These are Reddit questions too that I got. So
Well, yeah, because I was always okay. No, you finish.
No, I was just gonna say, guys should start first, and then you analyze the situation.
You play with you roll with it.
That's one of the litmus tests. Is
Yeah, that's true.
Healthy mindset over here.
Is how like you put in the effort first because you're not really putting a lot of your resources in, and then you.
Well, no, I can agree with like
you're spitting
no,
facts.
for sure,
You're spitting facts.
for sure. I know that.
And then you see how she reacts to it,
That's good.
and then
good.
Because like, I don't know, because I always thought like I'll always plan the first date because that seems right to me. I'll plan the first date, no problem. But I like having input. You know, I like having like some kind of idea of like,
Yeah.
like that's what when I say both, it's more like give me some information to work with. You know,
Yeah. No, 100%.
I'm not gonna say that like, oh, you plan this or that. I'll make reservations. I'll pick you up. I'll whatever. It's just I need some sort of input.
exactly.
You know, I need something like give me something
So
to
it
work
is
with.
both.
Tell me what kind of
It is
food you
both.
like. Oh, okay.
It is both.
All right, you see, you bleeping. Huh?
I'm dead as hell. Bleep.
Oh, hang on, you bleeping.
What? No, yeah. It is both. It is both.
All right.
67% said both.
Oh man, that's close. That's
That
kinda
was, yeah.
close. Kinda
But they did say, okay, so both, but it's nice to have the guy plan and surprise you. So keep that in mind, guys. So make sure you guys plan surprise dates. All right, you got to keep it, you know.
You gotta
Keep
space
them
it
on your
out.
toes.
Space out the surprises. Otherwise it
Yeah,
ruins
space
it.
them out.
Ruins it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then the 33% who said that the guy should do it.
You see, I knew it.
I think they just got a little upset. They're just saying the girls always plan it. It's boring.
Yeah, they have a vendetta. They don't count. They have a vendetta.
Nah, but I appreciate you responding. I might do this again sometime. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna come hassling you with questions again. Please respond.
Please.
Please.
But yeah, no, they said yes. Every girl enjoys it when a guy can surprise them, though.
Yes. I mean, that's fair. That is,
Yes. So yeah, you guys are okay. 2 for 2 for both of you guys. Kind of. I mean, your definite answer was a little spotty, but
Hey.
I'm just playing.
Woof, woof.
All right, so this next one could be a controversial one. Okay. Getting the girl flowers once every 3 months. Is that classic or cliche? Jeff, what do you think?
I'm sort of the type of guy to only get her flowers on like specific like anniversaries.
Okay,
Valentine's.
so
I wouldn't.
cliche.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
cliche, yeah.
No, I'll say it's classic. I don't like the idea of a set 3 months though. I like it to be random. You know.
Oh,
I don't want it to be predictable. So like if I got her flowers, like say I'm gonna get her flowers today, I'm not gonna get them for her next week. But I also don't want to do it every 3 months. I want to do it like, oh, okay, 1 month from now, oh, 3 weeks from now, you know, whatever. I don't want it to be predictable.
Okay.
It ruins the purpose of a surprise if it's always at a certain time.
No, yeah, that's understandable. Okay. That's good.
I'll get her flowers.
I like those answers. Okay, so you guys, this is the first time that you guys have gone for 2 different answers. And the 73% of the girls,
Oh, they said it's a cliche.
it's classic.
Oh.
What? All right.
Well, I'll say this. I've never known a girl to get flowers and not appreciate them to some degree.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It's like
See-
a lot of girls won't ask for flowers ever, but if you give them to them, they'll never be
Yeah,
like, oh, no,
I
I
agree with
get rid of these. These are trash. I don't want them. You know? Girls will always appreciate flowers.
Yes. And this is one thing that I do want to kind of touch up on is that 73% did say classic, but the main comment on that one was too that try to be surprising with it.
Exactly. See?
Don't keep it the 3 months.
Yeah.
Do it every once in a while. Like don't make it specific because then it becomes like a routine thing.
Exactly.
And then you don't want that. At least the girls said that they don't want that.
Mhm. Yeah. The whole
So-
point of the surprise is they can't see it coming.
Exactly. So keep it special. That's what makes it classic.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, I'm spitting fire over here, but Jeff, you
Uh,
learning or not?
I mean, shows how much of a horrible guy I am. I guess.
Well, you only got one answer wrong. Relax, man. Relax.
So I might as well quit now. You know, it's just
Yeah. I have blood my nose anyways.
yeah. It's
better
like
go
it's
break
just
up with
might
your
as well be by myself.
What girl?
Wait, what? Yeah, what girl? Okay. So this next question, should the BF be the first to say sorry? Yes or no?
Sorry for what?
During a
During a fight of some
fight
sort.
of some
I
sort,
assume?
yeah. Jeff.
I
forgot who went
wouldn't.
first.
I wouldn't put myself in that situation.
he wouldn't participate in the fight. You know, I would never fight with the girl I'm with.
No, I'm not really one to fight, anyways. So
You're not a fighter. You're a lover.
yeah, yeah.
All right, Sean.
But I would say sorry though.
Could you use the word in a sentence?
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Great job. We just got fucking flagged. Oh shit.
You see, you got
Stop
cussing.
Sorry.
What was the question? One more
All
time.
right.
One more time.
Should the BF be the first to say sorry in an argument? Yes or no?
You see, I feel like a girl would say yes to that, but I don't know if I want to be honest or if I want to like go with what I think would be. They would
Go
say.
with your answer, bro.
Oh, okay.
This man's just trying to make it.
Trying to win here. No, I thought whoever bleeped up should be the one who apologizes first. But
Okay.
I understand that more often than not, it might be the guy's responsibility to like be the one who reaches out. I'm not gonna say that immediately implies apology, but the guy, I feel like in my experience, typically the guy reaches out first. I'm not gonna say apology though, so I'm just gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Okay. And what did you say? You said yes. What'd you say?
Yeah, I would if I was in the situation.
Yeah, I'm just saying that the guy's always gonna be the one who reaches out first. But I know that it's like I know realistically, then it's not how the world is.
I mean, if it is your fault, why not
If
say sorry?
it is your fault, then you apologize.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that, like, regardless,
That's
the
where
guy
I'm
is always the
coming
one
from
that
with
reaches
this,
out.
so.
I feel like.
Okay. So you guys are both kind of in the ingredients of it depends.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's a yes or no question. We can't say it depends on a yes or no question. You gotta answer.
Well,
You just gotta go for what you lean towards.
60% of the girls said it depends. So you
Okay,
guys
we're good.
actually got it right.
All right.
You guys are sweating.
You freaking back.
Sweating bullets.
You freaking.
I got you,
You
guys.
freaking
good.
bleep. Yeah, you bleep.
I'm getting you guys good on these ones.
Yeah, you bleep.
All right, but they said depends. It says a healthy couple should be able to acknowledge when they're wrong. So yes, what you guys were saying, whoever's incorrect should be acknowledging that they're wrong. So, then 20% said yes, always happy wife equals happy life, which is a classic.
And then you need to get rid of those people from your life, man. Yeah, the people who say happy wife, happy life, they're trouble. They're a time bomb. Man.
Yeah.
They're trouble waiting to happen. You gotta get them out of your life.
That's your expectation.
Yeah.
So.
And then 20% said no, but they didn't give me a reasoning.
Yeah,
So
they just said no.
fair enough.
Were these dudes in wigs? Is that what those guys were? Yeah, we're just gonna isolate those guys, those people.
Those guys.
Those people who answered those questions.
Yeah. All right. Well, okay. So this next question is being a jealous boyfriend ever okay or never okay? Sean?
Wait, is he ever or never? Is
Is it ever okay or is it never okay? So basically, is it okay or is it not okay?
I think it's kind of normal to be jealous sometimes. It's more like it's more context based again. I'll say wait, what were my options? Like, is it ever okay?
Is it
never
okay or is it not okay? Essentially,
I think that it is okay, but it depends on what it's about. You know, it's one of those it depends type things again. You know,
is
it's
it
like,
okay?
Yeah, it depends. It's like
Okay.
it depends on like who, like what's going on. It's like if it's like I don't know. I'm losing my words right now.
You're getting nervy.
No, I'm trying to remember the word for it, but it's like I don't remember the word. Hey, Jeff, you go. I'll try to gather my thoughts.
Tag me in.
The partner. I need a breather. You go in for me.
Yo, I'm
Go.
dead.
Is it okay or is it not okay?
No, don't be jealous. Because if you are ever in that situation, you're just playing into the whole thing. So a person who really loves you or has like strong feelings for you, they wouldn't do anything to make you jealous.
I think it's just part of like it happens. You know, it's one of those things. It's like it can happen unprovoked sometimes, and it'll just happen. I think that just blanketing and saying never is kind of too extreme one way. You know, I'm a very it depends kind of guy.
Okay, so you're saying it depends.
I'll say ever.
Okay,
I'll
you say
say
ever, you're
I'll
saying
say
never.
yeah. If it depends is the answer again, then I'm saying it depends. But I feel like if you're gonna force me into a one way or the other, I'm just gonna
This
go
one,
with ever.
okay, I'll be honest. This one is it one way or the other?
I'll just say ever then.
Okay.
No.
Okay, he says
That's
never.
never.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Full split.
All right. 60%. So it's pretty close. 60%.
Out of 15, by the way.
Out of 15, out of
That's not a crazy
Hey,
number.
man, I couldn't
so.
get any more, bro. I don't know that many people.
Yeah, that's already more women than I know.
Anyways. 60% said it's fine to be jealous. It's okay.
Yeah, I just think sometimes it just happens, you know?
Yeah.
It's not, it doesn't mean that there's any like ill intent in any way. But it just happens
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, they said if it's acknowledgeable and it leads to just understanding that you guys are getting jealous to the point where it's like cute kind of thing per se. Cute.
I do think that some girls think it's cute. Some girls think
some
it's cute.
girls do
yeah.
think it's cute for some reason.
I'm not going to say one thing or the other about those girls, but yeah, it's they're there.
But I mean, it's because that's the thing though. It's because they want him.
It shows
to
you care in a way.
Yeah, yeah. It's showing that you care. It's also showing some possessiveness to your girl.
That's masculine.
Well, no, that's what the girls. I'm literally reading the comments. All right, so do not quote me on that.
He's quoting somebody else.
I'm quoting quoting the girls.
I have a question after this though. After this, when you finish this,
Yeah, and then so 40% said never. They didn't really give a comment, but I'm assuming there's just meaning never because they just don't. Because they probably went through the bad stuff. Where
They're like, he has no
jealous.
reason to be jealous. I'm with everyone.
Yeah, but honestly, I'll go into this one a little more detail. I'll give my little backstory, and I kind of agree with Jeff. Is that in a certain situation, is that you don't really need to be jealous if you trust your partner. Mm-hmm. If you trust them enough, there's no point in being jealous.
It's not you not trusting your partner. It's you not trusting the world.
Oh, okay, that's a good one too. That you know what? That's a fair point.
Hey,
That's a fair point. Fair point.
I'm just saying it's up to.
It's up to God.
All right, cut it.
No religious references here. Okay, I wanted to ask. So the people who said never, what's the overlap for the people who said never and the people from the last question where they were like, the guy always has to be the guy always has to apologize first. What's the overlap on those people?
What do you mean overlap?
Like who are the same? What are the same people who said?
Oh no, I don't know.
Okay.
That's why I did it this way.
Because you couldn't be biased. You didn't know who you wanted to kick out of your life.
No,
because I'm saying the people who overlap on both of those.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I think it's because I didn't want to know either. Because like
you don't want to change the way you feel about them.
Well, not that.
You're gonna hate them.
It was just more like I don't need to know what they think about these questions, honestly. Because I don't. Really
Is there one that says, "Brolio, this question's stupid and you're wasting my time"?
They did. One of them did say that, and I was gonna get to that. Now you ruined my freaking thing. I can't remember which question it was, honestly. But I do remember to say that.
You got a name?
I'm not gonna.
Was
say
it lie?
I don't know who it was, honestly. I can't. It doesn't tell me.
Damn.
But anyways, okay. Next question.
I mean,
oh my God,
dang.
I'm losing my voice.
Dang.
Damn.
And there you go. Bleep that out.
Okay. Ooh, this is a spicy one. Oh wait, no, this is not a spicy one. Okay.
Oh, the next one's spicy.
The next one's spicy.
Next one's spicy.
Anyways,
this one's
is
a little mild.
Yeah, this one's Is honesty always the best policy, even if it hurts, Sean? Okay, Jeff, what do you think? Is honesty always the best policy, even if it hurts?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that
yes,
is crazy.
It is. Always be honest.
You know,
Always.
You know what?
You guys both agree? You guys both
I'll
agree?
agree with that. I will always be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know what? You got okay.
I know you were gonna high five me. You were like,
waiting for Jeff. I was waiting for Jeff. Never mind.
I know you were coming for me.
Anyways, it was just my. I'm just gonna quit the podcast now, bro. This episode's scrapped now.
A podcast is over permanently. No more podcasts
no more
ever
after that.
again.
I'm done. Yes, 100% of them.
I can't
yes.
wait for one of us to try to run for Congress, and then there's this.
100% of them said yes, though.
Yeah, see?
So yeah, you guys got that one right.
Yeah.
That was a tough one though, because
Well, yeah.
he was struggling on that one.
No, I mean, think for a second. I was on pause.
Yeah, but yes, it did. They said 100% said yes. If you know it's gonna hurt them, then you have to.
You
tell
gotta
them.
sugarcoat it. You gotta soften it.
No, they just said you have to tell them.
I was gonna soften it.
And it says it's important to have open communication in a relationship, but if you're spilling the truth specifically to hurt someone's feelings, that could just be something that you don't really need to say, which is a little interesting.
All right.
But yes, but she said still honesty is always the best policy. So,
Next question.
Yeah, next question. Okay, this could be a controversial one for both of you,
Okay.
depending on how you guys view it. But
Okay.
should a girlfriend have a boyfriend's location? Sean. All right, Jeff. I'm just gonna keep going.
I was listening there.
Yeah, I don't care.
I'm just trying to think
So yes.
of any context
Yeah, why
where I
not?
would care though.
Okay. So is it yes or
I'm
no?
just playing devil's advocate.
I know this guy.
I'm trying to think of any kind of context,
Yes or no?
Like there's, what's the yes or no do?
Should a girlfriend have a boyfriend's location? Yes, or either no, they shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. All right. Well, 60% said yes, and it said it just softens the blow of like it loosens their anxiety about like cheating while they're dating and stuff like
Man,
that.
what happened to the trust thing that we were talking about like 10 minutes ago, man? This whole thing about trust, and then now it's like, oh, to make sure that they're not cheating. I'm just saying, you gotta. If you knew the answer, who's answering these questions, there's a lot of potential hypocrisy here.
There's a lot of red flags in this.
There's a lot of potential hypocrisy depending on who answered what. Not that we know who answered what, but still, there's something there that I'm just thinking could be hypocritical.
Imagine I know.
I'm sure. I don't doubt that you know.
No,
I don't believe you.
I swear to you guys.
It's like an anonymous survey at work. They're gonna be like, they tell you it's anonymous, but guess what? HR's gonna come knocking on your door in like half an hour.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
No, but I actually don't know. But yeah, so they said yes, and I already said on that part. 40% said no, and it says depends on if they both want to share the location, but they really shouldn't because they should be able to trust them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the whole thing about trust like 10 minutes ago. Like when that's out the window, it's like, oh no, I need to be able to trust you, but then like I need your location, so I know you're that.
Yeah, I think for this one, I agree that it should have been the opposite. I feel like the no should have been. It should have been higher for the no, but this one I kind of felt like it was going to be more leaning towards yes, just because people want to. Because nowadays the cheating thing, you can easily get away with cheating for some reason, and people do it a lot more often now than what it was before.
People have no sense of loyalty no more.
Exactly, and so I guess now I can see why that answer is going more towards yes. You want that location now more, so I can understand that. But okay, next question.
What number question are we on?
I don't know, honestly. It doesn't tell me here.
You didn't number your questions?
Dude,
Just keep going.
Yeah, I was going to bring it. What's more important, listening or understanding?
Understanding.
Okay. Sorry, say it again.
Jeff.
No, say it again. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to say understanding.
Okay.
Because it's like, you can sit there and listen to her talk about whatever, but if you're not getting anything she's saying, what's the point of listening?
Okay.
I mean, if she's just talking about her day,
You just don't give a crap.
because to me, understanding is empathizing. So I guess there's a line with it, like acknowledging what she's saying and understanding, I think, are two different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. So you said understanding though, ultimately, or do you say? Are you saying listening?
Oh, yeah, understanding.
You forgot what the question was.
No, because I already know the majority is going to be understanding.
You can't. You got to go with what you think, bruh.
Well, no, that is what I think.
Oh, okay.
Because in the sense of the question, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, 67% said understanding. And it said, some of y'all be listening but not understanding.
Yeah, they really said it that way, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But remove that person from your life.
20% said listening first, understanding next, which I kind of don't understand that one. Because like you have to understand to
well,
be
I
able
think
to
the whole
listen.
point is like, like you listen first,
Right?
then you try to understand. Is what they're trying to say.
But then at that point, you have to re-listen again afterwards.
no, it's like you listen and you process.
What if you can't process?
Then you leave. Yeah, when in the middle of a conversation, you get up and walk away.
Nice.
Just be like, I can't process all this right now, and then you just leave.
All right. Well,
Sit in your car and think for 20 minutes.
13%
That was
said,
me earlier.
13% said both. Communication wouldn't be effective if you only know how to listen without actually understanding.
Yeah, but
So
if they're not listening, like that's an implied thing, though. If you choose understanding, you're implying that you're listening. If you're not listening, what are you understanding?
Exactly.
So you're sitting there like, oh man, I understand.
It's a dilemma.
It's a
I
dilemma.
understand the universe now. I'm listening to the sound of the universe.
Yeah. 3, 4.
You transcend reality.
All right, we're on question 9.
Damn.
Out of what?
14.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so
You couldn't come up with a 15th question?
I honestly did. My brain was getting juiced. I was just too tired.
That means it should have been working better.
No, like I was getting juiced to the point where like nothing was coming out, bro.
Oh.
I was out already. Which is more important, emotional intimacy or physical intimacy? Jeff?
This is very much subjective, but I'm gonna say, can I say both?
You can if that's what you think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay,
say
that's
both,
fair.
yeah.
All right.
Well, I also think that this is one of those things where it's like, it really does, like, it's very situational. It depends. It varies from person to person.
Okay. What about you then?
So in my personal thing, I like emotional intimacy.
Okay.
I think it's a little more important.
Okay.
But it's all different kinds of person. I'm sure that there are some people who value the other one more.
He's like struggling. He's like, I got this one wrong. All right. Well, 87% said emotional intimacy is the most important. It says, I think they factor into each other based on a person's love language and what they're responding to. So yeah, kind of something similar to what you were saying. Yeah. But anyways, 13% did say both. So Jeff, you weren't in there.
I was gonna say I did before. If nobody said physical, it's just like it's both or one or emotional.
But yeah, 13% said both, and that's what makes a relationship not a friendship or a friends with benefits, which is understandable. Yes?
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, the friends with benefits thing, though, that's just, it depends on how frequent you see them.
What do you mean?
Like,
Oh, how many times you're
some people will see it as just friends with benefits
if you're just
too little. If your thing is too little.
You calling me out right now?
Wait, I was like, wait.
If your thing is too little, there's no physical intimacy going on anyway.
I was like, what?
Yeah, I just had to throw that one in.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, this is just what happens. If your thing is too little, then the physical intimacy doesn't count.
Doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's not even there. Anyways, moving on to the next question. All right. This gets to the little funny parts. So is it ever okay to watch the next episode without her, Sean?
Damn, what the fuck?
The next episode of the song, bro.
The next episode
of
this podcast. It's crying.
It's ever okay to watch the next episode? Yes, as long as she doesn't find out.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
No, I'm sure that the answer is no.
That's your answer.
Yeah, no, I'm locking in yes, but I'm sure the answer is no, and they're gonna be upset about it. But you know what? Sometimes I want to know what happens on the next episode, and I'm gonna react the same way anyway.
Okay.
Pretend to anyway.
If it's something I'm really into, like Fallout, I'll just say.
Is that show still going? I thought the season was over.
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
Okay, but
But
you're
I'm-
saying for future reference.
Like-
This girl, his girl. If you're paying attention,
What
keep an eye
girl,
out.
bro?
Yeah, what girl?
Oh, his imaginary girl.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to when next season of Fallout comes out, if you're a girl who winds up with him,
Yes.
Okay.
Watch out.
he'll watch the
Watch
whole
out
season.
for Fallout.
He'll watch the whole season before you even notice
right.
it's out.
First night.
60% said if he knows I love the show
Oh man,
and we both started it, then no.
dang.
Which I can side with that. Like if it's a show that you guys have been watching together,
No, that's fair. If it's like
You should.
if you're watching it together, that's a
Yeah.
little different. But
yeah.
I said what I said.
Yeah, no. I mean, everything is fair. Honestly, it's your guys' personal opinion.
Yeah, I'm
honestly.
sure she'll be pissed at me for a while, but I'll let her watch the next episode first, and then I'll watch it.
And 40% said yes. If if you let her know.
It's like, hey, I'm watching the next episode, and they just hang up immediately, so she can't say no.
Like, I thought you said yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said no. Yeah,
No, yeah. All right. So this next one, it says, should the guy apologize with words or with actions? Jeff?
I'm gonna say words.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna take forever to freaking think of something.
You put the SpongeBob card. It was like 10 minutes later. I feel like it has to be a combination of both.
Okay.
Because it's like, yeah, it's like I want to say I'll say the words, you know, like I'll say I'm sorry, I messed up and I did that, and you're upset. But it's also like if I don't change, if I don't change the behavior, then what's the point of the apology? So I guess like I'd say both, but if I had to pick one, I'd lean more towards action.
Is it too late now to say sorry? Okay. So 40% said both. And it says prove your words with actions. So yes, a combination
I'm the
of
40%er.
You are the 40%er. It says if I had to choose actions, if you had to choose actions, then it would have to still be with words. This is what someone said. Yeah. So yeah, combination of both. So 40%.
What was the other 60?
33% said actions. So it says words are empty. The words can be meaningless without action.
Yeah, you could always
action
lie.
needs to do it. It needs to trump the words.
You would always lie. Build your relationship on a mountain of lies.
Yeah. And then
Fair point.
27% said words. It says words always acknowledge the situation first, which is always great. So that one was 40% was the highest, which was both. So Sean, you got that one right. Jeff, you look like I got it wrong. I looked at Jeff. He's like, I got it wrong.
Call me out.
Anyways, should a guy admit they're wrong or try to prove their point?
What does that mean?
And I'm assuming it's an argument of some sort. It's like, oh, am I actually wrong though?
Oh yeah, just
Yeah,
swallow.
you're wrong.
I'm actually wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
If I'm actually wrong, I'll admit I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're right anyway. It's like I'm not gonna like I'm gonna try to be empathetic about it. I'm gonna say that I see where you're coming from, and then I'd kind of try to explain it. But like if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, this one was more like this one you guys should get easily right. And yeah, so
you tell her she's wrong. And then you double down and gaslight.
so
Gaslight. Gaslight.
So 93% said admitting that they're wrong. So 7% said I would listen to them.
See, that's
So there's
those are
that
the ones-
one person
Yeah, you gotta
who
keep
said-
her around.
who said they would listen.
You keep her around,
But
man.
for most part, yes, they said they have to admit they're wrong. Proving a point gets you nowhere, and for the most part, it leads them deeper down the grave.
You see,
which is true.
That's such a womanly answer, man. Just saying. Not to say that's good or bad, but that is very much like. Well, it's like, would you rather? It's one of those things where it's like how important do you think is being right? You know, it's like one of those things. Maybe it's not worth it to be right. Well, it's definitely not worth it to be right if you were wrong in the first place.
100%.
But if it's like if you're wrong, I'm not gonna say that like to say that she's right. But the thing is, it's like the relationship is about working together. So it's more about coming to an understanding and not just being like, oh no, you were wrong, or like, oh no, I'm wrong. You know, it's like work together on this BS.
Fair enough.
It's ish.
Fair enough. Yeah. This is where the episode
This is where the episode ends.
this is where the question was. It says, I don't get the question. And then question mark.
Oh, she didn't say, bro, you're wasting my time? She didn't say that?
No, but
Oh, she's
basically,
good. She's good.
this final question says, oh no, I have one more after this, sorry. This question says, should a guy give them space during a conflict, or they should talk it out immediately?
Man, what did that girl mean when she said that she didn't understand the question? Are you in it? No.
Yo!
Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Classic came out of nowhere.
Came out swinging.
I'm just saying, it's like, what do you mean? It's like, this person has either been in an idyllic relationship all their lives and they've never had a conflict, or
Wait, that's the question.
what?
Yeah.
I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If they don't understand the question, it's like, oh, do you want to talk?
Not on this one.
Oh.
That was on the last one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Bro, you were roasting her for no reason.
She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know who I'm talking about. I don't know who I'm talking about. I just thought it was.
Anyway,
this
just
question.
answer the question.
What was the question?
It says, would you give space during a conflict or talk it out immediately?
I feel like talking out immediately is kind of not the best idea because you're still kind of heated. But like it's another, like I feel like you need space to like cool down, but it's like it's got to be like a set time, you know? It's like it's like okay, like I'm gonna step back for like an hour or so, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we can like, you know, we can both cool off, and then we can talk about it. Because I feel like when you like if you're gonna try to like settle it in that moment, you're both too heated to actually get anything really resolved.
That's fair. Okay. So what?
So I guess I'd say like give it some time.
Okay, so space.
Yeah, I guess I'll go space.
Immediately.
Damn.
Don't go to bed without solving.
Yeah, that's
the conflict.
that's also fair. I just don't think that like I don't think it will resolve if it's heated though. I don't think it'll be tough.
It is tough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it says 54%
Man, this is a narrow one.
said give each other space.
Wow.
That was narrow though.
Yeah.
No one said both for this one.
They did say both. Okay, so
Like, go to separate rooms and yell to each other.
33% said talk it out immediately, and then 13% said
Bro, you're an
depending on the
idiot.
situation.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's also fair. Depending
Yeah.
is very fair.
Yeah. But okay, so for the 54%, they said everyone needs to chill out, but giving too much space for too long.
Did they say out for like out in all caps?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
But it says it can't be for too long. You do need a little bit of time to just clear out your mind, clear out the space, because whenever you're yelling at each other, most likely you're going to say something that you don't mean.
Yeah,
It's true.
Exactly. Yeah. And just give it a little time. You're like, I'm not saying like, oh, well, I'm not gonna see you for 3 weeks because we're in this fight. It's like it's more like, oh no, I think we should like both sit down, like give it like an hour or two, come back.
And then the 33% who said talk it out immediately, Jesus, they said first you need to make sure that there's no miscommunication and no misunderstanding before anything else gets resolved.
All right.
And then if you need space after that, you should get space, and it should be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I kind of agree with that one too, because yeah, just in case if you're depending on what is being discussed, you should be able to. Should be able to communicate with them first and make sure that there's no misunderstanding or miscommunication with anyone. Anyways,
Moving on.
He's getting bored of Braulio talking.
yeah, I'm just not gonna give my opinion. I can't even say anymore. I'm not. Thanks for joining us on the RG
I don't think I
podcast.
was that close to the mic. I thought I was like over here. I thought I was like kind of safe distance away.
Well, I didn't want to risk it more than anything because.
Well, I'm glad you stopped talking. I was worried that it would actually mess up the audio.
Yeah, no, that's why I did it. I stopped talking too. I was like, I'm scared. There's more pain for me on the thing. Okay, so this one was this
Final
next
question.
The final question. This was just a generic one, so there's no right or wrong answer on this one.
Oh man.
So it says-
that's exciting.
Actually, there is a right or wrong answer now. Now that I'm thinking about it.
He's
So
coming
it says,
up with it.
what's one thing every boyfriend should do weekly? So what's one thing that you would do weekly for your girlfriend, for your future girlfriend, Sean?
My imaginary girlfriend.
Imagine your girlfriend.
Lay that pipe, you know. No, it's
Lay your 2-inch
yeah. Shank her with the
The shit.
I guess like
What?
what?
I said toothpick.
No, I'm thinking that like I don't know, because I feel like like checking in is a regular thing, but like once a week. Because like what I want to say is it's kind of like checking in, but it's almost like a man. This is gonna sound like a fucking bleep that out. This is gonna sound like an office environment, but it's almost like a weekly like review kind of thing. Like talk about how the week went.
That's fair.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? It's like talk about how the week went. Like like how you feeling. Like it's kind of like a check in, but like a more like like encompassing.
Yeah.
Of the week. Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Jeff says lay that pipe.
Yeah, I'm dead. I agree with. I think.
I think
lay the pipe.
No.
Check the plumbing.
I agree with.
Inspect the railroad.
So what would you? Okay. So
the weekly meeting.
Okay. Wait. What?
Yeah. The weekly powwow. Yeah. The jamming. Jam together.
I think you check in daily. You do a weekly thing.
Like it's
Like
kind
a-
of similar
like a
to checking
weekly-
in. It's like it's kind of like a weird
What does that
weekend,
entail, though?
like a review. It's like a telling, like checking in on the mental health. How's everything
okay.
going? Like how you feeling this week? What do you
How you
like?
feeling about your
let-
relationship?
Yeah.
let me know about your ups and downs this week.
Take this survey. Let me know how
like,
this is
take
going.
this survey. Leave a tip if you feel like you feel compelled. Whip out the iPad and be like, 15%, 20%, 25% gratuity. Like economies out there is tough, man.
And then do like make sure there's the no tip option, but it's in like the custom.
yeah. So
the
it's
custom.
it's like not an actual button. Oh shit! So it's not an actual button. It's just like a block on the page.
All right.
It doesn't even say custom.
Oh my god. All right. So I think I have 14 here. Oh well, I have 15, but 2 of them said the same thing. Okay. So one of them said, so what's one thing every boyfriend should do weekly? It says, none. Again, having a set schedule to do something is a routine, as a routine with an empty gesture. That's a no. That's what she said.
Get rid of her. Fire her out of cannon.
Ooh.
Okay. What's one thing every
I
boyfriend
don't
should
like
do?
that sass. It's like that lady. It's like that cocktail waitress from yesterday. I did not like her. I didn't like her attitude.
Yeah.
They gave us so much attitude for no reason.
Anyways, what's one thing every boyfriend should do weekly? It says get food for her. Do you agree with that? I should be saying, do you guys agree with that?
I don't know.
Do you agree
It's
with
like it's like I'm okay with going out on dates and stuff like that, but the way they worded it doesn't rub me right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get your girl food weekly?
I mean, I take her out on a date and stuff, and on dates and stuff. I'll get her food. It just I don't like the way that person wrote it. I don't like the context of like, oh, this is what you have to do every week. I don't like that.
Well, this is something that they like if their boyfriend did.
Then what? I'm not dating her. Who
Maybe
cares
like
if she-
cook some. Damn. I gotta jump the gun.
I don't care what she likes.
Justice for my girl right there, man.
Yeah, your girl, anonymous 1 or anonymous 2.
I'm rubbing the mic all seductively.
Anonymous number 2, I'm sorry.
Sorry. Doesn't like you.
It's your boy Sean. Bleep that out.
Oh my god. I really have
You're
to
gonna
watch
have to listen to the
oh
whole.
my
You have to
God.
listen to the whole thing now.
All right. All right. Well, anyways.
At least a home cooked meal, like that would be better than going out and like.
I just don't like that it's a requirement. I don't like that it's a requirement.
I almost blurted out someone's name that just sent me something.
Well, lie just. What do you mean send you something?
Anyways.
Am I in trouble? Is that the question?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're chilling. At least from what I can tell. But anyways, it says, this next one says, I don't know. So
Okay.
they just
All right,
don't know.
we gotta blaze through this because I
That
need to
one's a
check my
good one.
phone.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, we need to blaze through this. I need to check my phone.
Oh, you're good. Okay. It says, plan a date. So that's regular, I feel like.
Uh-huh.
The next one says, make time to see their partner in person, which is kind of similar. And then someone else also said the same thing. And then the next one says, make sure they haven't left their friends behind when they start dating this new girl.
Is this person me? Or
That was definitely
that sounds
a
like
dude.
something. That sounds like something I would say. Did I answer this in my sleep?
Hold on. It says, but it really depends on the relationship. If it's a long distance, a really meaningful digital date. If you live together, maybe an overview of the house. What do we need to buy? What needs to be cleaned? So that both of you are staying on top of it. Okay. It says.
Keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Damn, bro, relax.
Well, I don't know if I'm in trouble. You said you made.
Oh no. You're chilling. It says do something for her without her asking. So that's why I'm asking. Like, what would you prefer? Okay, I'm down.
It said that you gotta find these women and start having conversations with them. Like I'm just saying, don't get hung up on it now. They're not here. They're not listening.
Okay, one thing your boyfriend should do weekly. It says I'm an overthinker.
She wants reassurance.
Just communicate regularly. That's fair. I feel that's fair. That's kind of what you were saying. Just touch up, do the weekly reviews.
That's what we both said. What are you talking
yeah. Sorry.
Maybe a potluck.
Potluck,
yeah.
I said something nice for her. Okay. This next one might. I don't know if I want to read it because it might just say who it is. Because it's a little too.
You keep looking at Jeff, so it makes you
Yeah,
think
I'm
it's like
like-
someone you know.
No, say it now.
We know who it is. He might not know.
Well, let's say it.
Here, I'll let you read this word, but don't say anything else. That word. I think you know who that is. Don't say the name.
No, I don't.
Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna skip that answer.
What, too personal? Too personal?
Well, I'll say it and then I'll have to get confirmation with someone else before I
Wait.
What you do is
I don't
you just
even know
tell
who
me,
that
tell
is.
us off camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys off the camera. I'm not gonna say that one though. But I agree with that one.
What does that even? That means nothing.
I don't even know what we're talking about.
No, I'm just saying like.
Oh, sorry.
bro.
Sorry.
Cut that. I have no idea
sorry.
what they're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, just skipping that. Okay, the next one says words of affirmation.
See?
I guess that's what's one
He
thing.
wants reassurance.
Yeah, that's fair. The next one says pick up the dog poop.
Man, it's crazy because they only like if you don't have a dog, that'd be crazy. It's like, so how's there dog poop in the house? We don't even have a dog.
The next one says once again depends on the situation. I would like something like a celebrating or bringing up something small that she's been doing right. Okay, so
Weekly
admire
review.
her. Okay,
Weekly
yeah,
review.
praise her, make her feel seen.
Weekly review.
So weekly review, kind of okay. The next one is kind of simple. Says FaceTime.
Okay,
Fair enough.
that's fair.
You can check your phone.
All right, what, am I in trouble?
No. Okay, so that's all my questions. Now I know since you're the guest of honor, Jeff, I know Sean had a good question for you. Just close it off. So Sean, I'll leave it to you.
All right, Jeff. This is the question I like to ask all of our guests and members, and by members I mean Ivan. But so if you could only pick one, and it was either. It's like a one-sided relationship either way. It's like this person, like you love this person, but they'll never love you back the same way, or they love you, but you'll never love them back the same way. Which one would you go with?
If I had to.
If you had to, and there was no changing it. Like if you pick, this person, like I love this person, but they'll never love me back. They will never, no matter what you do. So it's like it's gonna be one-sided, one way or the other. Would you rather be the one who loves, knowing it'll never come back to you, or would you rather be the person who's loved, knowing that you'd never feel that way? With that person?
I'd love first.
Okay. So
There you go.
you would love before they. So you're never gonna feel that love from them.
Mm-hmm. Would you be okay,
You
with,
okay
that?
with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a safe fucking answer, bitch.
I got sense
good.
of that.
I'm kidding. Yes.
I think after 15 minutes are fine. So I'm gonna stop censoring after 15. The only thing I'm gonna censor is
My
Sean.
name, the Sean,
Sean.
the Sean with the Z. It's the Sean with the D, with the Z.
Yeah. But okay, no, yeah, that is a safe answer, honestly, Jeff. So that's the one, I think that's the one I said too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You said that. Ivan said that, but Ivan put it the most eloquently.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said honestly, but I know he probably said something.
Yeah, he said
majestic.
something deep and beautiful.
Yeah. So
Kind of teared up.
but no, so yeah, understandable.
Yeah. So no right answers.
Yeah.
What'd
there's
you
definitely
choose?
No right answer.
No one's ever asked me.
All right. Well,
Well, I present you with the question: would you rather be eternally loved or love eternally without getting anything?
I think I would probably go with the love. I'd probably prefer to give it. It's just like my last relationship anyway. Am I right?
This is why we're on the podcast, boys.
No, I think that it's. I think I would go for it. I'd go with like the giving part.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a safe answer, but it's also the one answer that's
well. Actually, I think I
feels more
arguably
right. Like I'd
yeah.
rather, like personally, I would rather want to show love than like receiving love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I feel I'd like, and when all is said, if I
It's all about that chase.
was receiving love from someone who, and I knew I would never feel that way about them, I would feel bad too.
Yeah.
You know, I would. It just wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd rather give it and.
But you're enabling the other person though to do the same thing.
Yeah, you become the person who will always love them and they'll never love you back. Yeah, but it's like, but I guess yeah, that's just kind of how it is then. You know, it's like one of those things.
The way of the world.
Yeah, it's like
Understandable.
you know, it's like bleeped if you do, bleeped if you don't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bleeping all over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all over the place.
All right. Well, that's what we got. Again, I want to appreciate the people who answered the survey. I'm really thankful, and hopefully,
Again, just
doing-
remember those two questions. You know, the people who overlap with those two answers.
I already forgot.
it's okay. Yeah,
I forgot
it's
the
okay.
questions too, but I
yeah,
just
forgot
remember
everything
the
already,
context
too.
was not good.
But no, yeah. Again, thank you for doing that, and at least we did learn that you guys are somewhat ready.
Yeah, I thought I got almost everything right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See?
you're
What
somewhat.
do you mean?
ready.
Wait, what do you mean somewhat? I'm ready.
You're like probably
I'm ready.
80% there, but
Yeah,
there's
just
always,
like-
you could always get to 100%.
No, I'm SpongeBob, man. Call me SpongeBob because I'm yellow and I'm ready.
I looked at Jeff. I was like, you gotta-
It's like, am I allowed to laugh at this?
And then Jeff, you're also somewhat ready.
I'm just saying the stuff that I got wrong. The stuff that I got wrong.
They're wrong.
In person, they would think differently.
Damn. So you're more of an actions kind of guy.
Huh?
I don't know.
That means he thinks the people who answer the surveys wouldn't say the same thing to his face.
No. I think because Braulio's asked the questions.
I wasn't my questions though.
No, you're asking them.
What do you mean? Oh
yeah. They're saying it's because he's saying it's because you asked them that their answers are this way.
Oh.
If someone else asked them, they might answer differently. Is what he's implying.
No, because these were all general.
Yeah, I think
They were pretty general.
It's fine.
I would say.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in on this week's podcast.
I was just trying to come at me. What the hell?
Yeah,
just trying to do my best here.
Brolio's doing a fine job as the primary host of this episode. I couldn't
Mutiny.
have done it better, primarily because last time he let me drive, we had to scrap that episode. So.
And we might have to scrap this one.
And we very much, you guys might not even be seeing half of what's happened in this episode.
Yeah,
with all the
honestly,
stuff that's about to get cut.
I'm gonna cut out a lot of stuff.
You guys might not even see half of what we've said.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna end up being a clip in itself.
Yeah, this is like the meta clip. This is you put this clip out before the rest of the episode. That way they could tell that this is what's about
what
to
time
happen.
is it? It's 2 p.m. and I'm probably gonna be finished editing the whole thing by like 10. Let's put it out there.
If he starts yesterday.
If I start like right now, that's how much editing I have to do. But okay, but yes, again, yeah, thank you again, and
Yes, thank you very
again,
much,
Jeff,
everybody.
for coming up finally, giving up
Some time.
some time. We
Giving
really
up
do
the
appreciate you.
ghost.
Yep, appreciate you, and I guess we don't have to be calling your name out every time now in the beginning. So you're welcome.
No,
Yeah,
man.
shout out, Jeff.
I don't have to feel bad. No, I'm set free. My bondage.
It's the last time we'll ever see Jeff.
Yeah, that's the last time we're gonna see Jeff.
No. When the time is right.
He'll
When the
return.
time is right.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
When the
again.
world needed me most. Fuck that, dude.
Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. This has been the RFG podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below on anything that you guys liked or that you disagreed with us.
Yeah. What are your answers to some of the questions?
Yeah, we want to see what you guys think. So again, thank you, and we'll see you guys in the next video.